You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on KLOS. That is Black Sabbath, Iron Man. That was a bit of that, I'm sure, is to for Robert Downey Jr. to get him in here. That was part of the hypnotism. He don't know that was all part of it, but that's how it goes. Foo Fighters before that, Young Men Blues, a Who classic. Before that was Star Sailor, a track called Good Souls, and we started off with The Kills, Heart of the Dog. John Taylor's my guest, and he showed up. He's here.
Hello, Steve.
How are you, buddy?
Very well.
Do you like The Kills?
Yes.
Yeah, that song's pretty good. Their new stuff's pretty good. And the stuff she does with old Jack White is pretty good too.
I haven't heard that.
What's that band that they did?
Dead Weather.
Dead Weather, yeah. How are you, buddy?
I'm very well, Steve. Sorry I was late.
Why was you
getting
late?
my hair done.
You were getting ponced.
I was maintaining the illusion of youth.
I
I learned how to do it here in Los Angeles.
I thought you were going to blow me off. You called me at home at 11:30, and you're like, "Oh no, you're not going to believe this." I'm like, "Oh no."
I could not. You know what? I could not have blown you off, Steve.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's where I went, and then
Yeah.
and then you told me you forgot that you had a hair
A non-sing.
a hair and colour appointment.
Yes. Maintenance, very important when we get back to Los Angeles, so we can go back out on the road.
You're
and
going
look
back out for another round, right?
Yeah. We're going. We're going. Nashville. We start in next Wednesday, and we're doing a month. Actually, we're playing the Apollo in New York, which will be fun. We're playing Outside Lands, the festival in San Francisco, and then a couple of weeks break, and then one final bite where we go up to the Pacific Northwest, Vancouver, Seattle, the Aspen Jazz Festival.
And then what after that?
And then we got a bit of a break.
Because you've been on the road for like forever, it seems like.
Well, no, the album came out in September of last year. That was when we played the Bowl, and that was the first wave of shows that we did. Then we played the UK in December. I mean, we do a bit, then we take a break. Do a bit, take a break. You know, we're very conscious of not wearing ourselves out.
Being older.
Well, no, but it's hard work, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And you don't realise it.
Yeah.
When you're older, you're like, oh, I'm knackered. When I go hiking, I'm knackered.
Yeah. I know. I get out of bed sometimes and I feel like, oh, old man body, old man. You know, but then you get on stage and the adrenaline kicks in.
And then you're 15
thank
again.
God for adrenaline, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something you just appreciate as you get older, that it's there for you.
Yeah.
It shows up.
Yeah. Do you feel like, I know for me that, like I don't feel like I'm 60 mentally. I still
Well, you're not.
I
You're a long way off 60 mentally.
Yeah. But physically I am. Sometimes I catch myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh, that's what I look like.
Well, I think when you're in music, you know, we kind of like, we get suspended, don't we? We're so fortunate really to be in the business of our enthusiasms. You know, we've stayed with our passion, haven't we?
Yeah.
And we haven't had to, I mean, it's a bit of a privilege really.
We're lucky.
Yeah.
We're a lucky few.
Yeah.
That have a decent lifestyle and we're still doing it in some form or another.
Yeah.
Very privileged, and I'm very aware of that.
I mean, we've started using words like gratitude recently.
Yeah.
You know, which is quite
Humbling.
We haven't moved on to that one yet. But
Oh, well, I'm ahead of you then. I'm already there. I've left you behind, buddy. What other words?
do we use?
Grateful is the same as gratitude,
Or
right?
privilege, you know. Yeah. Yeah.
Self-obsessed.
That definitely, although that's two words, isn't it? I mean, yeah.
Obsessed.
You got to be though, haven't you? You got to be a little obsessed.
It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. I'm quite happy where I am, other than the fact that I don't like a lot of people. Is that bad?
You don't like a lot of people, but
I do.
You're a reluctant people person, I think.
Reluctant.
Yes.
I got no time for fools.
No,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
I like people who are nice.
That's
and
important.
caring of others. That's important to me. Someone who's present when you talk to them. They're not like on their phone.
God. Let me just check my text. Hold on a second.
And then, you know, they're not on their phone. And
Oh, right. Sorry about that.
whatever. It is what it is, man. I'm just a little pawn in the big goldfish of life, you know. Prawn, I mean.
Did we get that one?
He's a prawn
Are we
and
going
a
to be
goldfish.
we're going to be tweeting that one later?
Yes.
I'm just a prawn. And the goldfish.
I think your voice has gotten deeper since you were at that other station.
That's
Is that the KLOS effect?
No, I think me things have dropped even
Ooh,
lower.
Oh, right.
They're like punching
I
bags
like it.
now.
It was amazing when you came to the when we did that show at the Belasco a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and you brought Lana Del Rey.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, "What the hell? How come Steve's brought Lana Del Rey?" That was you scored brownie points with the boys that night.
I know, especially old Simon. He was giving her the look from the side of
Simon
the
and
stage.
Nick, yes, numbers were being exchanged.
It was funny to watch, like shaking their stuff for her, you know.
Yeah, well, you can't help it, can you? I remember once you told me you went to see Oasis at the Universal Amphitheatre, and you said like Noel was just like when he saw you in front of him, it was just like it controlled his performance.
He knew where I was going to sit.
Yeah.
It was a thing. He made sure I was right near him, and he couldn't stop looking at me. And I'm like, okay, enough with the looking. I don't want to be looking at you back every
Right.
second. I want to look at the other guys.
Yeah.
But he was, you know, he's a big Pistols fan, so it was a buzz for him.
Yeah.
He's nice though.
Yeah.
Do you like his solo stuff?
No, I can take it or leave it.
Singers are singers, you know.
Yeah.
And when he's good is when he's with his brother.
It's
It's as simple as that. As much as you might dislike him or that you don't get along, it's the same old thing. It's me with Rotten. He's you know, me going out by myself. It don't work. I mean, you can do it, but it's kind of like you know, it's okay. But what
Tell you, it worked with the Foo Fighters, didn't it?
that is incredible
You know.
story.
And Genesis.
Yeah,
It can happen.
yeah, and they're drummers.
Yeah.
They're not even guitar players.
Right.
They're not used to being at the front.
Yeah.
But
You're right. I mean, singers can work the stage differently. There's a level of excitement that a singer can
they're a
take.
different breed, like all individuals. Drummers are a different breed. Bass players are a different breed, and singers have that thing that makes you want to look at them.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean you have to be good looking. It doesn't mean you just got to have that invisible thing that they just come on the audience.
Well, you got to be very comfortable being the center of attention.
I like looking at my guitar,
Mm-hmm.
and you can kind of hide behind that.
Yeah.
You know, you can look at your guitar. When you're a singer, you have to be on. There's no time for looking
Yeah.
down or whatever. You got to be doing your stuff.
Yeah, well, musicians tend to play to each other, don't they? We kind of plug in, and it's a way of communicating with each other
Yeah.
that we kind of struggle with
Yeah,
in a way on a daily
yeah,
on a daily basis. You know, when we plug in and play, we get to really, really communicate in a deep way. But singers aren't in that. They're not looking
Not in
inward
that.
towards the music. They're projecting out. You know, they're
different world.
yeah.
Different world. What are they?
But God bless them.
Yeah, can't live without them.
Yeah,
It's a drag, but you can't live without them.
and we've got a diamond,
Yeah,
Monsieur Le Bon. He's great.
he was in good spirits when I saw him
Yeah.
with you, last month. Talking about bands, we had a band,
Yes.
the Neurotic Outsiders.
Yeah.
I think we're going to play one of them songs.
Great.
Do you know what song we're going to play?
I think you're going to play Janie Jones.
By the Clash, yeah. John Taylor, KLOS, Jonesy's Jukebox, take it away.